Nothing will burn fat off your body quicker than this one protocol. Every single morning, you're going to prepare yourself a glass. You're going to put 3 pints of lemon, 1 sprinkle of turmeric, and a splash of Celtic sea salt. Don't forget, Celtic sea salt. And believe me when I tell you, I have not seen fat being stripped off a human being quicker. And it doesn't matter how many calories you're eating, you're getting all the antioxidants, avoiding all the toxins. And by this way, you're going to reverse aging and detox your entire gut and microbiome to absolutely shred. You are going to target the #1 thing that is stopping you from losing fat: insulin. Your priority should be getting insulin low. And how are you going to do that?
What is this bullshit, mate? What are you teaching these guys?
Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a doctor.
Classes in session. You've seen stuff like this. None of it works. My name is Jad. I'm a medical student and evidence-based fat loss coach. And let me show you exactly what you need to focus on. None of this bullshit is going to save you from being fat. These doctors that run around here acting like calories don't matter and some secret potion is going to shred the body fat off you. It simply doesn't exist. The truth is, the basics are much more simple than you realize. So I'm gonna run through all of it today, and by the end, you will have everything you need to achieve 10% body fat status, get there fast, and be able to sustainably keep this physique year round without following a restrictive diet and without wasting your time with all the gimmicks that you're seeing online now. Everyone is majoring in the minors and minoring in the majors. Here are the major things that you actually need to worry about to get in shape. Out of everything that you need to prioritize, at the very core of all of this, we have calories. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you are not in a calorie deficit, you're not going to be losing fat, because the first law of thermodynamics state that the stored energy or fat that your body is going to hold on to equals the energy in minus the energy out, or the energy that you consume via food minus the energy that you burn through exercise, movement, and staying alive. And if the calories that you eat is less than the calories that you burn, you will tap into body fat and you will lose weight. That is the core foundation to how you're going to look like a superhero. Now, next in importance is going to be your macros. What are macros or macronutrients? These are your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Now, you've heard carbs are really, really bad for you and you need to cut them low. That is absolutely not true. If you are in a calorie deficit, you're going to be losing weight, and carbs are going to be very beneficial for your performance in the gym and your recovery to actually build muscle. So let's say I decide I want to be consuming 2,000 calories. When we think about macros, we think about what distribution of these calories is going to come from our protein, what distribution is going to come from our carbs, and what distribution is going to come from our fats. Now, this macro ratio will depend on your goals, but what I've found works the most effectively is getting 2 grams of protein per kilogram of your target body weight. So if my weight goal was 70 kg, I would make sure to get at least 140 grams of protein every single day. I would aim to get between 0.6 to 0.8 grams of fats per kilogram of target body weight, and then fill up the rest of your remaining calories with carbs. Don't be afraid of them. They're an amazing tool for building muscle, recovering from your workouts, and making your diet so much more sustainable, because at the end of the day, the plan that's going to get you shredded is the plan that you can stick to for long enough. So there's no point having some elaborate strategy that can work in theory, but you're going to quit after 2 weeks. Next in importance is going to be nutrient timing. Particularly your carbs are going to be extremely useful around your workout. So this is where timing comes in, making sure that you are stacking your carbs in your pre-workout meal and your post-workout meal. And to make sure that you're triggering the muscle building process throughout the day, you want to be getting at least a 40-gram serving of protein in every single meal that you eat. Again, this is not as important as the total amount of protein you get every single day, but it still does play some role in optimizing your results. Next is going to be your micronutrients. Micronutrients are going to be your vitamins and your minerals. And while calories are going to dictate your weight, macros are going to dictate how you look, micros are going to dictate how you feel and perform. And to do this, you want to make sure you're eating high quality foods, whole single ingredient foods, 90% of the time, and just having fun for the other 10%. And finally, the tip of the iceberg, the cherry on top, we have supplements. Now here's the caveat here. Supplements clearly do not replace a healthy, balanced diet. And supplements are not going to save you, nor will they work unless you work. However, there are some supplements that I would highly recommend to get you to your goal. The first is whey protein isolate or some form of protein powder. And this will allow you to hit your protein count more conveniently if you're struggling to get it with whole foods. Not essential, but it's an option. The second I'd recommend is creatine monohydrate. This will allow you to give it your all and perform at your highest level in the gym and improve recovery. It's one of the most well-researched and effective supplements for getting your dream physique. So guys, that is it. I hope this clears things up. You want to be eating in a calorie deficit. You want to get 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. You want to cycle your carbs around your workout. Don't be afraid of them. They're a tool. You want to be eating 90% whole foods, foods that existed 100 years ago, and then have fun with the other 10% to make your diet enjoyable and sustainable. And if you want that extra performance boost, you might want to invest in getting some protein powder and some creatine to help you in your fitness journey. This is all you need to focus on for nutrition. It is as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it.
Holy shit. Execute Project Apple Cider Vinegar. We've been compromised.